Among all the iconic weapons in God of War, few can match the greatness of the Blades of Chaos. These blades aren't just weapons, they're symbols of pain, curse, and rebirth, the journey of a man becoming a god. They represent Kratos' servitude to the Olympian gods, bound to his arms by unbreakable chains. Feared across realms, the Blades of Chaos embody Kratos' darkest days, the monster who slaughtered his own family in a fit of bloodlust, becoming the infamous Ghost of Sparta. In this video, we'll explore the evolution of the Blades of Chaos, the weapons that set the entire Greek world ablaze, and eventually ignited the fires of the Norse realm. The Blades of Chaos were forged in the darkest depths of the underworld by the god of blacksmiths, Hephaestus, under the command of Ares. The god of war had learned of the marked warrior prophecy, which foretold the destruction of Olympus at the hands of a mortal warrior. These twin blades were infused with the ancient fire of Tartarus, drawing their power from the very realm of chaos itself. When Kratos pledged his life to Ares, the god sent his harpies to deliver the Blades of Chaos to the Spartan, claiming they were weapons worthy of a true champion of the gods. After Ares wiped out the barbarian army, Kratos used his new blades to slay the barbarian king, Alric. But the Blades of Chaos were not just a gift, they were a curse. Bound to Kratos' flesh with fiery chains, they became the ultimate symbol of slavery, marking the moment Kratos became nothing more than Ares' killing machine. Ares had a plan to overthrow Olympus and claim Zeus's throne. He allied himself with the Furies to make it happen, and sought to turn Kratos into the perfect weapon to destroy Zeus. To achieve this, Ares manipulated Kratos into killing his own family, believing that by cutting his ties to humanity, Kratos would become unstoppable. But the plan failed. Consumed by grief and rage, Kratos broke his oath to Ares and swore vengeance, that the god of war would die by his hand. Yet, the Blades of Chaos remained seared into his flesh, a burning reminder of the oath that still haunted him. Ares, unwilling to lose his greatest warrior, sent the Furies to capture Kratos and bring him back into servitude. In God of War Ascension, we witness the very beginning of Kratos' story. Chained and tortured endlessly within the prison of the damned, Kratos suffered at the hands of the Furies, until one mistake from Megaera set him free. Kratos fought back with fury, striking Megaera down without mercy. Throughout his journey, he wielded the Blades of Chaos against the Furies, growing stronger with every battle. To Kratos, the twin blades became the only relic from Ares that still held meaning, and he vowed to use that very gift, forged by his former master, to kill the god of war himself. Moving on to Chains of Olympus, Kratos had now become a loyal warrior of the gods of Olympus. Set during the middle of his 10 years of servitude to the gods, Kratos was sent to the city of Attica to defend it against a massive Persian invasion. Here, the Blades of Chaos had become a true extension of his body, perfectly fused with his strength and rage. After liberating Attica, Kratos witnessed something terrifying, the sun falling from the sky, plunging the world into darkness. Athena appeared before him, explaining that Helios, the sun god, had vanished, and Morpheus, the god of dreams, had used his power to cast the gods into a deep slumber. Athena tasked Kratos with finding and rescuing Helios to bring light back to the world. Armed with the Blades of Chaos, Kratos embarked on a brutal mission to save Helios, facing off against Atlas and Persephone, who planned to destroy the Pillar of the World, an act that would bring about the end of existence itself. In this story, we truly see Kratos as a hero, not just a killer. His humanity shines through, because once again, he chooses to sacrifice his bond with his daughter, Calliope, all to save the world from destruction. Entering God of War 1, the Blades of Chaos had become the ultimate symbol of Kratos' rebirth and his hatred toward Ares. After 10 years of servitude to the gods, Kratos was given his final task, to kill his former master, the god of war himself. Ares had launched a brutal assault on the great city of Athens, spreading chaos and destruction across the mortal world. But the Blades of Chaos alone weren't enough to kill Ares, because Ares was a god filled with magic, power, and divine protection. The only way to defeat him was to find the legendary Pandora's box, an ancient artifact said to grant the power to kill a god. Kratos ventured into the desert of lost souls, seeking the Temple of Pandora, which was chained to the back of the Titan Kronos. After surviving countless deadly traps, Kratos finally found the box and opened it. With the power of a god now flowing through him, Kratos faced Ares in an epic battle. Ares tried everything to break Kratos both physically and mentally, even stripping away his magic and taking the blades of chaos from him. But in the end, Kratos seized the blade of the gods, and with one final devastating strike, he killed Ares, ending the reign of the old god of war. After saving Athens, Athena appeared before Kratos. She told him that his sins had been forgiven, but the gods could never erase his nightmares. Abandoned by Olympus, Kratos threw himself into the Aegean Sea, attempting to end his suffering once and for all. But Athena intervened, lifting him from the depths and bringing him to Mount Olympus. As a reward for his service, she granted him a new pair of blades, the blades of Athena, and crowned him the new god of war. Though Kratos now possessed every weapon of the previous god of war, he swore to never wield the blades of chaos again. In God of War 2, Kratos chose to wield the blades of Athena as his main weapon, a decision born from the trauma of his past with the blades of chaos. Then, in God of War 3, Kratos once again took up a new weapon, the blades of exile, a gift from the spirit of Athena, after his blades of Athena were destroyed when he fell into the Underworld. Centuries later, in the Norse world, Kratos tried to bury his past, literally. He hid the blades of chaos deep beneath his home, hoping to never use them again. But fate had other plans. When Atreus fell ill, Kratos learned that the cure required ingredients found only in Helheim, a place where the Leviathan axe's frost magic was useless against the cold, and the undead could not be slain by ice. With sorrow and hesitation, Kratos was forced to return to his old weapon, the very symbol of his darkest past. As he unwrapped the cloth covering the blades, Athena's ghost appeared, haunting him once again. And in that moment, Kratos faced everything he had tried to forget. When the blades ignited once more, it wasn't just fire that returned, it was his old rage, his pain, and his past. But over time, the blades of chaos evolved. They were no longer instruments of murder, but symbols of balance. No longer a cursed weapon, the blades became a part of Kratos' strength, used not for destruction, but for protection. Now, the blades of chaos represent Kratos' growth, from a monster driven by vengeance to a father and protector, wielding his past not with shame, but with purpose. In God of War Ragnarök, the blades of chaos have become an inseparable part of Kratos' very soul. They're no longer a symbol of sin, but a source of strength, a reminder that Kratos has finally made peace with his past. Even as Ragnarok approaches, Kratos fully relies on the blades of chaos. When he meets Surtur, the first fire giant, Surtur senses the primordial flame burning within the blades. Though that fire came from a foreign realm, Surtur believes its ancient power can help transform him into Ragnarok. At the spark of the world, Surtur channels his fire into the blades of chaos, causing immense pain to both himself and Kratos. Following Surtur's instructions, Kratos drives his blades into Sinmara's heart inside Surtur's body, empowering the fire giant to finally become Ragnarok itself. Once transformed, Surtur becomes a colossal being of fire and ice, wielding an unstoppable power capable of destroying entire realms. Through the primordial flames of the blades of chaos, Ragnarok's might is unleashed, bringing the fall of Asgard, ending Odin's reign, and saving the 9 realms. This marks the final evolution of the blades of chaos, from a weapon of curse to a symbol of rebirth, from a tool of slavery to a weapon of hope. The blades have traveled a long road alongside Kratos, silent witnesses to his suffering, rage, and redemption. The same flames that once burned Olympus now light the path to freedom. If you're a true fan of the blades of chaos, which moment do you remember when Kratos unleashed their power once again?